Today is 29th of July. Market opened with a gap and trade upwards, eventually closed at its high, up 38 point at 3180 with above average volume. Today's move is actually largely contributed by the bank. There was announcements of the removal of the dividend cap, so that is generally positive for the bank. But on the bigger pictures, market is still stuck in the trading range. So it is the small cap and the mid cap stock that outperform. Immediate resistance is at 3,200 and support is at 3,145. So I would like to see it eventually take out this high. That will be generally positive. So at this point in time, it is still the small cap and the mid cap stock that outperform. Now let's take a look at some of the strong stock we'll be discussing for quite some time, and this is iFast. Stock has succumbed to severe selling after the announcement of result, and it's supported right now at this level here at $8. Now this level is important, failing which stock will roll over, and the next support, significant support, is probably at $7. So it's important to actually see what happens over the next few sections if you can hold at this level. Now this gap also provides some kind of resistance. The fact that we have deep retracements, you probably take some time before the stock can perform. Now we also notice deep retracement in Nanofirm. Now over here we have a huge consolidation patterns, and it broke out, followed by a classic pullback, and before it ran up. On this day itself, you opened with a huge gap, but you actually failed. The next two buy itself does indicate weakness, and subsequently we have a strong upward move, and it was short-lived because we were followed by a reversal bar the next day. So this is a failed breakout, and this retracement has effectively closed up the daylight. So the game, we would like to see what happened over the next few sessions. If we can actually trade sideways, we would like to see eventually take out this high here of 670. At this point in time, we do have a small deeper setup, but the bar one high is just too far from the current trading price. Grand Venture stock has a very nice move over here with increasing daylights. Today try inside bar with low volume. Look for a setup, eventually take out this high here of 110. Now frankly, it's probably the only tech stock that is worth watching. After making a high, there was a deep retracement. Of course, markets recently has been actually affected by the sell down in Hang Seng, and that caused some of these reaction in our local markets. Currently we have a big deeper setup. 2 bar high here is at 197. Notice actually the moving average are not really diverging, so we are just running on the momentum build in this upward move. Samudara Shipping stock actually gave up today, but actually failed. Notice a very high volume, more likely to pull back. Now this level is important. The support is at 43 cents. If you can trade above that, that will be generally positive. But the fact that today stock actually trade a wide range reversible after a gap up is double negative. Nevertheless, we'd like to see what happens over the next few sessions. ISDN. Now this stock actually gap up and close at its high. Notice very aggressive move, but it's approaching this resistance level here at about 80 cents. I would like to look for a pullback below 80 cents and eventually look for it to take out this level. OIO. Now mentioned in one of the postings, the high volume area is at 58 cents. They were at 10 today. Look for a pullback here, look for a sell up, eventually take out the high of 58 cents decisively. The tail here probably we can ignore because the high volume is actually at this level, 58 cents. We have strong move in Geo Energy. I think company has actually give a earning guidance, and stock gap up and close near its high. It's just that actually the stocks tend to be sluggish in the past, so I'd like to see what happens, and look for pullback, look for a setup. Now we just have to be mindful of this. Let's take a look at the weekly charts. If you notice, we do have a lot of rejection on the high, and the fact it managed to take out this high is generally positive development. But this stock will have to contend with this congestion area over here. So again, any upward moves, it's difficult for us to hang on for a bigger profit. So it's likely to be hit and run.